So when you really think about it, right, Assassin's Creed Mirage is pretty much the game that a lot of fans have been begging Ubisoft to make for years since we moved to the RPG titles. Now, I know what you're thinking, okay? Mirage came out in 2023, so why talk about it now in 2025? Well, because in a series that is really constantly trying to reinvent itself, Mirage does stand out to form in this sort of space between RPG and classic Assassin's Creed game. Now, it's not perfect, it's really not, but it is the closest thing we've had to the classic Assassin's Creed game in a while. So today, I'm breaking down 5 big reasons why Mirage is still worth playing in 2025. This isn't going to be a hype video though. Mirage does have its flaws, and I'll be honest about those, but when it works, it's reminding you exactly why you fell in love with this series in the first place. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. At number 1, the game goes back to the stealth essentials. Let's be real, right? For years, Ubisoft did kind of forget about the assassin part in Assassin's Creed. Odyssey and Valhalla basically turned you into a warrior tank. You'd still roll into camps, swing your giant weapon, and cut through dozens of enemies without breaking a sweat. Fun? Absolutely, but for stealth, not so much. Mirage does change that though. The guards are deadlier, and combat is much riskier if you get caught. That means stealth isn't just an option, it's pretty much the only smart way to play. You're rewarded for using tools like your smoke bombs, throwing knives, and blow darts. Planning assassinations feels tense again. You're watching patrol routes, sneaking across rooftops, and blending into crowds instead of charging in head first. And the best part, when you pull it off, it feels amazing. One perfect rooftop assassination is more satisfying than mowing down 10 guards in Valhalla. Mirage makes you feel like an actual assassin again, and that alone is worth the price of admission. Then we have the actual city itself of Baghdad, and in Mirage is pretty much one of the best cities Assassin's Creed has ever made, because it's not massive like Egypt in Origins or sprawling like Valhalla's England. It's not even as big as Shadows, but that's exactly why it works. Baghdad is dense, it feels handcrafted. Every alley, rooftop, and market stall is designed with gameplay in mind. When you're in the middle of the city, you're surrounded by life. Merchants shouting, beggars reaching out, musicians playing, and guards patrolling. The crowd isn't just set dressing, it reacts to you. Run too fast through the market and you'll knock people over. Pull off an assassination in public and chaos erupts. And then there's the parkour. Finally, Ubisoft remembered how to make traversal fun again. Basim's movement is fluid, quick, and satisfying. Chaining jumps across rooftops feel smooth in a way Valhalla could only dream of. To me though, Baghdad feels like the closest thing we've had to Florence in Assassin's Creed 2 or Paris in Unity. Not the biggest map, but one that feels alive, immersive, and built around the way the game is meant to be played. But then talking about the way the game is meant to be played, we have number 3, which is black box missions are back. Now, this is one of the most requested features in Assassin's Creed history. Now, if you've played Unity or Syndicate, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. These missions give you the freedom. Instead of just going to kill this guy, you get different options. Do you sneak in from the rooftops? Do you disguise yourself as a guard? Do you poison his food? In Mirage, these missions return and they're just as good as ever. You really do feel like a predator circling your prey, setting up the perfect strike. What makes them so satisfying though is that they're pretty unpredictable. Not two players will be doing everything the same way, and when you finally take out your target, whether it's with a hidden blade from above or a perfectly timed distraction, you feel like a master assassin. These missions are slowly becoming the backbone of what makes Assassin's Creed special, and Mirage nails them. Although personally I think Syndicate has the best black box missions. They're just so cool and unique, and the cutscenes you get while playing them, they are amazing. But then we have this new Assassin Focus ability. Now, it's called Assassin Focus, as I just mentioned, and I'm gonna be honest, the first time I saw this, I did think that Ubisoft is trying too hard to be flashy, and I sort of did a lot of teleporting about, but once you actually use it, you get hooked pretty quickly. So here's how it works, okay? You mark your enemies, and then when you trigger the ability, Basim darts between them in slow motion, wiping them out one by one in a cinematic chain of kills by teleporting between each enemy. It's stylish, it's satisfying, and it feels like the payoff for playing stealthy. You don't get Assassin Focus for free though. You earn it by pulling off stealth kills, so if you play sloppy, you don't get that advantage. Does it make you feel a little overpowered? Yes, sometimes, but Assassin's Creed has always been about giving you those moments of pure badass power, and this is one of the slickest mechanics this series has added in years. But personally, Ubisoft, if you're going to add something like this again, just give us like the actual animations. Don't have Basim teleport between each enemy. It would be a lot cooler to see him doing those different animations, running up to the players, running up to the enemies, assassinating them, and then sort of running away, similar to how they do it in Batman Arkham Knight. That'd be cool. That'd be sick to see. And then we go on to the final one, is that it's a short, focused story. Mirage doesn't waste your time. Now, Valhalla was a 100-hour game. Odyssey was massive, Origins as well, and also Shadows. And at some point, it really did stop feeling like Assassin's Creed and started feeling like homework. Mirage is different. The story is about 15 to 20 hours, and that's it. It's lean, focused, and doesn't drown you in filler. The pacing is a bit better too. Every mission you play pushes Basim's story forward. You'll get meaningful cutscenes, great performances, and a plot that ties beautifully into the larger Assassin's Creed lore, especially if you've played Valhalla. It is refreshing to play an Assassin's Creed game without feeling like you've only scratched the surface. Mirage proves that sometimes smaller is better. And to be honest, spoiler alert, there's a twist at the end that I honestly didn't see coming. I don't know whether that's because I was just a bit of a dumbass, but it's a really cool twist. So if you haven't played Mirage, now is the time. But there you have it, right? 5 reasons why Assassin's Creed Mirage is absolutely worth playing in 2025. It's not the biggest game in the series, it's not the flashiest, and it definitely doesn't have the RPG depth of something like Odyssey, but that's exactly why it worked. Mirage brings Assassin's Creed back to its roots: stealth, parkour, and tight storytelling. It feels focused, immersive, and most importantly, it feels like Assassin's Creed again. But I want to hear from you guys, okay? Where do you rank Mirage in the series? Is it up there with the greats, or is it just a solid entry? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I've got more deep dives on Assassin's Creed coming soon, as well as the upcoming Assassin's Creed Mirage DLC, and of course, the upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows DLC. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.